Hello, and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which, for whatever reason, starts with this sequence instead of, like, a title screen or a menu or anything. And I kind of hate that fact. When I start streaming games, I want them to start with the ability to press a button to actually go into the gameplay, instead of just being like, nope, here it is. Anyway, here we are. We're playing as Link because, yeah. We've got arrows and bombs and a shield and a sword. There's a difficulty selection. I'm a hero, clearly. Let's see how that goes on my first playthrough. And, yeah, we've got all 20 hearts. So clearly Link has been playing this game for a while. I already know how to swing my sword game, you don't gotta tell me again. Oh, we don't need no Rock's Feather here. No fire damage. I wonder. Oh. There's a ceiling. I was hoping we'd be able to get onto the wall over there. But then again, this was developed by Grezzo, not specifically Nintendo. CL is shield. Because Nintendo recently, in their games where they let you just go wherever, they've tended to include ways to get up onto walls and rewards for doing so. Wow, 4 hits for these guys. I do like how it shows the range of our spin attack. Especially because it seems to be about twice as long as the range of our sword itself. I am disappointed that it seems that we can't get on top of this block right here. Because this block right here is clearly exposed. But I guess because this one here is all off kilter, we're not allowed onto either one. And what do you mean a little tutorial segment, Outlander? This is clearly the meat of the whole game and how it is going to be. There is no baiting or switching going on here. You can break bushes by jumping on them. Yeah, we have seen no evidence that this is anything other than just how the entire game is. This box is my friend. We are staying together. Never mind. I have killed my friend. Oops. Would have had to let it go here anyway. Yeah, you might cite the box art or the trailer as evidence, but I mean, there have been all kinds of games where box art and trailers have been misleading. So, like, Yeah, ooh, camera control slightly. Yeah, we have no reason to believe that the game will be anything other than us playing as Link like this right here. Kind of weird that there's not going to be any heart pieces to collect, but such is life. Some games are just like that. This guy really shouldn't hang out in front of a guy with a bow that has infinite arrows. He should also try being faster than the charge rate of our bow. Oh, Ganon already. This is a short game. So, it's you again. Ever the troublesome one. Only this time your presence serves me. Now I'll end you both. Wait, we were playing as Link? Ow! I pressed the B button, trying to swing my sword. B is not the sword button. Ganon kinda easy. Who could have seen this coming? Oh, is this one of those? Yep, I gotta do things. You know, those cracks that appeared when she hit her fists on the thing, they sure did appear in places other than where a crack already was. Maybe she could have done that the whole time. I got the swordsman's cloak. This is the hooded cloak that the swordsman in green dropped. Who knows who he could be? It would almost completely cover your face if you wore it. That seems like a problem. A problem that actually touched my feet, so shouldn't I already be getting sucked into it? Wow, that frame rate drop. This game runs at 60 FPS, but it is clearly anything but locked. Hey, Zelda, maybe don't assume it's going to stop expanding? The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wisdom. Something tells me if I bet money that every Zelda game for the next while is going to open with a scene looking out over Hyrule like this, I would not lose money. Oh, hey, it is expanding. Who could have seen that coming?
Ooh.
Princess Zelda, you're safe! What a relief!
Ah.
You're not injured, are you?
Mm.
We were sick with worry. A whole week is a long time to be missing. We thought you'd been stolen away like all the others. The soldiers searched for you every day. Princess, play with me, play with me! Kid, read the mood. Read the room. This isn't the time to be asking to play. Like, Zelda literally just got back after being missing for a week. I'm so glad you're back, but now one of those icky rifts opened up here, too.
Yeah.
Princess Zelda, now that we've arrived, please allow me to welcome you back as well. May I suggest you promptly speak with the king?
Oh.
I'm sure he'll be deeply relieved to hear that you've returned safe and sound. You'd think the guards would have escorted us all the way to the... Ooh, frame rate here is... Oh, this is not great right here, but then it smooths way out. Like, over here, the frame rate is... Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better. But, ooh, over here, it's terrible. Wow, I think I might prefer a 30 FPS experience to this. Oh, can't inspect that.
Yeah.
I am so happy you're back. We were starting to think we'd never see you again. We searched for you every single day, Princess Zelda. Jeez, even this indoor environment, the slowdowns can happen. I like how that guard reacted to me throwing the pot. Really? Righty didn't react to that one, but Lefty did? It was closer to Righty, and it went right over his head.
Ah, sweet child, such a relief to see you safe. Welcome home, Princess. I must say, your loyal Impa felt so flustered that I could not save you myself. On top of your kidnapping, rifts have been appearing all over. It's a source of much fear. I am certain your return will be a great comfort to the people during these troubling times. You've always been quite spirited, though I didn't expect you to make it back on your own. Well, I'm so overcome with emotion that I've spoken out of turn. Off you go now, the king awaits you. In the meantime, I'll draw a nice hot bath for you to enjoy when you're ready.
Oh, can't go through the doors. They're just here to show that there are, in fact, other rooms to this castle. Ah, Princess Zelda, welcome home. I've kept a close eye on your room while you were gone. Well, let's see. We have a cat? This mirror reflects nothing. I've discovered something incredible. Why does Zelda have a painting of herself in her room? Princess, I'm so relieved you're back! Oh, Princess, what an absolute joy to see you safe and well. Despite that joy, I feel ashamed that we were unable to find you. On behalf of Minister Left and me, please accept our apologies, Princess. General Right, Minister Left. I appreciate your sentiments, but let's not dull this joyous moment with our regrets. Zelda, my dear daughter, you did well to return to us. Come closer so I may look upon you. Ah, I am so relieved. You are healthy and whole and well. So tell us, Zelda, what happened to you? Ah, Ganon kidnapped me, put me in a crystal, swordsman in green showed up. A swordsman in green saved you from a fell beast. Quite the tale. But after defeating the monster, the swordsman was taken by a rift. It's him we have to thank for saving your life. So he was pulled into a rift, another one stolen away. Indeed, I hope he is safe. Stolen away, a tidy phrase for a terrible fate being taken by a rift. An unsettling phenomenon. Our fair Hyrule has continually been plagued with these rifts and disappearances. As you know, rifts have been appearing for a long time, claiming our young ones. Indeed, so many children have been stolen away. We've remained vigilant. But despite our best efforts, we've never been able to prevent the rifts from appearing. Ultimately, those who've experienced losses have been left to contend with their grief. Now, I've been receiving reports about people disappearing from every corner of Hyrule. And it isn't just children anymore. Adults are disappearing too. What could be causing such an uptick? For now, we should also work on finding the swordsman in the green tunic, and with haste. Your Majesty! What is it, soldier? Urgent news. The rifts, they're causing serious trouble. Oh no! Please, soldier, what are the details? Ah, of course, Your Majesty. Uh-oh. They sure look inky. Firstly, we received word that someone from Southern Village was swallowed up by a rift. Then we also received news of dark monsters attacking people in Hyrule Field. That is troubling news indeed. Thank you for your report, soldier. Tell the rest of your battalion to prepare for departure immediately. Yes, Your Majesty. General, Minister. Sire. Minister Left, continue your investigations into the rift phenomenon. I am expecting you to find a way to save any and all who have vanished into the rifts. You could count on me, sire. General Wright, I leave the monsters to you. Prepare your troops and head into battle. On my honor, sire. This crisis must be dealt with. Continue looking into the rifts and locate those who've been lost. Uh-oh. Where will the king sit? Well, I guess Minister Left took, literally, the look into the rifts. Uh-oh. Guards! Lock her up immediately. Lock up the princess? My daughter created the rift you see behind me. We cannot leave such horrible power unchecked. Disturbing though it may be, General Wright and Minister Left bore witness as well. Well, don't just stand there. Lock her up at once. Yes, Your Majesty. If she has the power to create rifts, then would locking her up actually accomplish anything? Couldn't she just create a rift that eliminates the bars of her cell? Think about this for 2 seconds, guys. Why did we lock up the princess? What could the king be thinking? You haven't heard? Apparently she's the one who created the rift in the throne room. What? There's no way! So then, she might also be responsible for all the other rifts? Yeah, they'll just keep popping up so long as she's around. There's even word the king plans on putting her to death to save the kingdom. I just can't believe the princess would be the cause of these things. You can see me? My name's Try. That blue monster, he caught me too. I've been watching you since then. I followed you here, to this castle. Oh yeah, I should ask, what's your name? Zelda, got it. Zelda, your life is in danger if you stay here. The person who put you here is the king, right? He told someone to hurry and prepare for your execution. Once I heard that, I figured I'd better tell you. The king and the other 2 got pulled into that rift. The 3 that came out seemed weird. Oh, you noticed they seemed weird too. You think they're imposters? What an odd word. Anyway, it's too dangerous for you to stay here. I think if we could save the people who've been taken into rifts, we could reveal the truth. But none of those people will be able to get out on their own. We have to save them together, Zelda. But first, let's save you. Let's get you out of here. You can't get through the bars? Huh, that's interesting. Let me help. I borrowed the tri-rod. It's a mysterious rod the same color as tri. It's warm to the touch. I can create echoes of things in this world. I'm not sure what will be most useful to you, but I'm sure this will come in handy. Go up to something that's shimmering, then press ZR. I learned table. Good job, that's how you learn things. Anything you've learned can be echoed with Y. Hey, oh, right. I have to jump from that to that. Look at that. Perfect job. What you created is called an echo. Press ZR when you're near an echo to erase it. If you want to erase all of your echoes, hold ZR. Number of things I can echo depends on how much of Tri's power is available. Represented by triangles. Now we can escape. Let's go. So over this way is the guards. Yep. We probably not meant to cross their line of sight. Zelda, you can see echoes you've learned by holding down right. From there, you can select one with the right stick and release right to swap out the selection. So, Breath of the Wild style. Got it. I've got you. Well, they are at least smart enough to keep chasing. How did you manage to get out? Well, whatever. You're here on the king's order, so please stay put and don't cause any trouble. So, the other day I broke a pot to test a theory, and General Wright came running. I'm sure he gave you an earful about it. Actually, no, I threw the pot kind of far, and he ran to where he heard it break. Ha! General Wright is a simple man. Yeah, whatever. Specifically the Hyrule Castle pot echo. Which means there are other pots. I feel like this statue should be important, given that it's a recognizable Hylia statue. But we can't echo it, and it's just sitting here in the basement. I mean, sure, she's got a broken wing and all, but...
Princess! I'm so glad you're safe. You're not hurt, are you? I can't even imagine what His Majesty is thinking. Claiming that you created that rift, it's preposterous. What? The king, the general, and the minister are all imposters? And your friend Tri made you a Tri-Wild, was it? I see. Zelda can make use of the rod's power. Where might Tri be now? You're here all on your own? I think you're the only one who can see me, Zelda. Interesting. The world is truly a mysterious place. Well, come what may, I will always support you, Princess, no matter what mysteries unfold. We'd better not dally. The phony king is speaking of executing you. We need to leave, and quickly. You'll stand out in your current attire, so I've brought something for you to change into. Oh, what is that blue fabric sticking out from your pocket there? I see, it's the cloak the swordsman was wearing. The size seems workable. It will do a fine job of shrouding you. Quickly now, before we're spotted.
I got a disguise. It's light and flowy and conceals my identity nicely. It smells like a musty dresser.
Yeah.
You should be able to head along now without worry.
The princess is missing. Find her.
It seems we have company. Leave this to me.
Lady Impa, who is that over there? It isn't the princess, is it? If it is, you must stand aside this instant.
Stand aside, No, I don't believe I'll be doing that. Here, Princess, take this with you.
I received a log. The book type, not the wood type. Though technically the book type was made from the wood type, so... This log was given to me by Impa. There's a folded map inside.
Make your way to the house marked with the thingy. Tell them Impa sent you. They'll surely help you.
This way!
Ahead, you'll find a shortcut that leads out of the castle. Use it to make your escape. Hurry now, Princess. We will see each other later.
So we can press R to spin, but what does spinning accomplish? Looks like we go slightly faster when we spin. And now I've learned how to shrub. We can walk on top of shrubs. And now we're going to learn how to bed. Specifically, how to old bed. So, down there in the bottom left, we can actually see a little hint of how we're supposed to stack beds. Just to put the idea in players' minds that beds do not have to be stacked fully on top of one another. And the echo that's about to be destroyed blinks. Good to know. So if I make an echo here, we will fall. Interesting. So if a bed falls at all, it breaks upon landing, even if it lands on a surface that isn't too far away. We're learning important information. Okay, spinning cuts grass. Well, not grass, but it breaks bushes. But then again, so does jumping. But walking does not. Oh, spinning does cut grass. I suppose 5 rupees is pretty neat. Can't climb that vine. Alright. We linked the past now. Though Zelda's actually got an oxygen meter. I learned how to boulder. Oh, beds float. Good to know. Interesting. We actually have control over what elevation we swim at. Another rift. Rifts have appeared occasionally for a very long time. Mending them was our job. Except, my power alone isn't enough to take care of a large rift like this one. Let's get away from it for now. Uh-oh. You're awake. Good. Let's go. It's gonna get real annoying cycling through all of our echoes, isn't it? Where are we? Maybe that map thingy that person gave you can help us figure it out. Okay. So here we are. Good thing maps in this world track your current location and aren't like maps in the real world where you have to actually notice things and compare features. Oh, a monster. Yeah, there are sorting methods on the Echoes window, or the Echoes menu, but I can't imagine we're going to get a small number of Echoes, so even the sorting options will probably get overwhelmed over time. It noticed you. Zelda, can you fight monsters? I have learned how to Zol. Did you learn to echo that monster? Defeating new monsters leaves a shimmer, which allows you to learn about them like you just did. Okay, so we have learned that it is not possible to harm enemies by spinning into them. Which is actually very important information to know, even if it did cost us a heart. Okay, can't go any further south. I wonder. Well, that didn't accomplish much, did it? And those guys don't swim. Hi, fish. I wish I could place a bed perpendicular to where I'm facing. But hey, we got there. And indeed, swimming is not solely the purview of the Zora and/or biology. Or technology and/or biology. Oops. We have learned how to sea urchin. Though unless our sea urchins learn how to move, I don't see how this is going to be a particularly useful echo. I mean, we can touch them, so there's that, but can't really do much with them other than that, so... Okay, there's a heart piece there. Can I create a floating echo while I'm in the water? I can. Well, that means it's going to be easy to get out of the water wherever we want. So, as long as we find a spot that is jumpable to... Oh, we could have gotten out without a bed there. Yeah, as long as we find a spot that's no higher than 2 blocks above the water, like this, then it's easy peasy to just get out of the water. And it looks like any number of beds can float on top of one another. I wonder. Okay, so these are a defensive echo. I learned the Keese echo. We got climbable walls. So I need to break these. Can a sea urchin break them? Nope. Can a boulder break them? How about a rock? A falling boulder can. What about a falling sea urchin? Looks like it. Okay, we got a chest over there. Looks like it'll be easier to get if we approach from here. Good news, starting wallet carries more than 100 rupees. And here I was hoping we could get in through the chimney.
Welcome to Southern Village. It's usually nice and quiet here, but now things are terrible. If only Link were here. Link is a young fellow from this village. He's better with a sword than anyone. He helps us with lots of problems. Monsters, weeds, you name it. But he's gone off on a journey right when we need him. How curious. Link wears a cloak like yours. Ah, Link, I hope you're all right. A rift appeared north of here, and it grew so fast that one of us got caught inside. What's worse, we can't even run to Hyrule Castle for help. The rift is blocking the way there. Please, you stay safe out there.
A rift swallowed up one of my neighbors. There must be something we can do, besides pacing. Is this a trampoline? It sure is. Outlander, they don't let us rename Zelda in this game because then it couldn't be The Legend of Zelda. And they don't let us rename Link because we don't play as him. At least mostly. Welcome. Potions, sweets, you'll find a tasty selection here at the Southern Shop. Come on in, take a look. What do you think of my stock? Potions, sweets, all that you need for adventure. Do I need a bottle for this? Trusty red potion. Interested? So it restores health. 5 hearts, clearly. But do I need to keep it in something? I'm just browsing, though. Let's see how much this heart piece costs. That's a piece of heart. Quite valuable, yes. We've only got the one in stock. I'll buy it. Yeah, Outlander, it is a delicious-looking stone peach, but it's upside down. Okay, you can buy multiple of these, and apparently it can be used for cooking. There's cooking in this game. Also, 1 floral nectar costs as much as 1 red potion. Ah, it comes with a bottle. That's great. So, there's definitely something inside that well. Oh boy, we've learned a different type of pot. This is just a regular pot, though. Not a Hyrule Castle pot. This has to be Link's house. Ask me how I know. The answer is hat. And hang on just a moment. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and apparently there's amiibo. Support. Gives items that aid you in your adventure. I don't need my adventure aided right now. I may have all the Legend of Zelda amiibo that have been produced. But I don't need no adventure aids. Also, why would Link have a Kepora Gebora beanbag? We never did go into this guy's house. We have learned how to meet. Why can't I learn how to this bed? I want better beds.
Oh.
We're pretty upset around here. One of us villagers has been caught in a rift. And we can't escape either. The forest nearby is crawling with monsters. I got a trampoline. What a great gift. You can play with it too. Nice, didn't have to buy them. I wonder if resting on a bed restores hearts. If so, it would kind of make potions and the like almost worthless. Oh, we can make signs! But will they be legible? Southern Prairie that way, Southern Forest that way. And if I make a sign... Warning, this sign is made out of wood, which is flammable. I don't know, that just... Oh. I thought the sign was a warning about how it's made of wood, but apparently not. Oh! Each time we make a sign, it has different text! Okay, well, maybe not every time, but... Oh, this away is this away, and that away is that away. Also, that sometimes a good lie down in a bed is all you need to feel better. Makes me think that maybe it is in fact possible to restore hearts by lying down in a bed. But yeah, making signs that have as their whole purpose being warnings about how they themselves are flammable seems interesting. So what is this thing? Hey, Zelda, have a look at this. Okay. Oh, we aren't allowed away. Come back. Come check this out. Ah, waypoints. Fast travel. Neat. All right, it lit up. These are waypoints. We use these a lot. Rifts can appear all over the place, so we use these to travel quickly around the world. Once you interact with one, you can travel to it at any time. I'm sure they'll be helpful. Waypoints can be found in lots of different places. If you spot any, make sure to check them out. Let me echo a waypoint. Make my own. So, can't go this way because rift. Got it. Hey, shout if you can hear me! Who are you? No, it doesn't matter. Can you please help us? Hey, that cloak looks a lot like Link's. Are those cloaks trendy right now or something? Ah, what am I doing? This is no time for idle banter. My wife got swallowed up by the rift. Wife, can you hear me? I'm right here. I guess his wife's name is Wife. I don't know why the waypoints are glow Pikmin mounds, but that is definitely what they are. I'm sensing a lot of creatures in this area. I think the place marked with that thingy is up ahead. So boulders can be pushed, but not lifted. Electro apples. I was going to say a green apple. It's going to be great whenever I get a means of direct attack. Oh, this looks like it's a tunnel, not a cave. But maybe it is a cave, and it's just a particularly deep-seeming one. Well, that's new, and probably useful. Okay. Seems it is not damageable by stones. Nor by Zoles. Nor sea urchins. But apparently it can turn sea urchins into rupees. Oh wait, no, it died. So sea urchins do damage it, they just also die in the process. Ignizol. That seems like a useful echo to have. And here's the lesson on how flammable grass is. Oh, looks like Ignizols cost 2 of Try's power thingies. I mean, it makes sense if they're as strong as they seem to be. Fire does not spread nearly as fast in this game as it does in Four Swords Adventures. Though it eventually gets there. This is almost certainly going to be at least a heart piece, yeah? No, it's a fairy bottle. Fairies love bottles in this game, apparently. So, while many aspects of this game seem at least somewhat Wind Waker-esque, that much is clearly not, because the fairies in Wind Waker absolutely do not like being in the bottles. Okay, so beds restore half a heart. They restore more. Okay. Well, we know that we have access to healing, which kind of cheapens potions and also hero mode, but whatever. I'm watching out for monsters hiding in the grass. I have learned how to rope. I wonder what happens when fire touches a rift. The answer is apparently nothing special. Frame rate's not doing so hot here. It's doing better now. Seems that lots of grass might just be bad for the frame rate. And what's down here? A heart piece. But whatever the heck that is. It's flammable, whatever it is. Caromadillo. And I bet we need to use it right now. Grapes. Refreshing grapes. And heart piece get. So Caromadillos appear to be Koopas. They only go back and forth across the areas where they are. Alright, let's get all of these keys on this moblin. Why was one soloing the moblin doing better than multiple? There we go. I have learned how to spear moblin. not surprised he costs 2. That's a fairy. How do I use my bottle? Do I just walk up to it while having a bottle? Looks like it. Hey, fairy, jump right into my bottle. Was this where we were supposed to go? Looks like the rift is blocking the door. Zelda, my role is to mend rifts. I have lots of friends who do the same. We all work together, fixing up rifts. Normally, my friends fix them quickly, so it's weird that this is still here. I wonder if something happened to them. Zelda, will you investigate with me? I'm guessing my friends are in the rift, and if we find them, we can mend this rift easily. Let's head this way. We'll need to find an entry point. So rifts have entry points, do they? Can't just go in wherever? Go! Okay. Caromadillas are not the most useful. Dang it. So it seems that if we're on fire, jumping repeatedly helps put the fire out. Also, ow! Yeah, this really is not a very fast means of healing, but it works. Okay, shrub is too tall. Chests have locks? I assume that means there's another moblin somewhere who's got the key. But if that was the case, would it not be somewhere inside this area that's cordoned off with wooden stakes? Ooh, that's actually good information, seeing how high a trampoline can get us. One trampoline is enough to get us on top of a tree. I don't think we've been down there, have we? Well, I'm glad that projectiles thrown at us seem to hit any echoes we're carrying before they hit us. Maybe this is a Moblin cave and the key will be inside here. P-hat? So, P-hats are burnable. But also, a P-hat being here reduces the probability that this is a Moblin cave. In fact, this seems to just be a P-hat cave. You know, in some games, the P-hat cave has a heart piece in it. But it seems here it only has a P-hat, and the P-hat itself is the reward. Which, if P-hats are good, then sure, great reward. They cost 3? Okay, the Moblins are back, which means we might have another chance at that chest. Okay, so it's not a matter of open the chest while the Moblins are alive. Okay, we cannot get them to hang out where we can drop an urchin on them. P-hat, do your dark work. Well, P-hats are very effective, so they justify their cost. That guy dropped something. And the chest unlocked now. So it was a bug that it didn't unlock before. Maybe because one of them died by burning, and it doesn't count as them being defeated if they burn to death? 10 bunches of grapes. It's a lot of grapes. That looks like an entry point to me. I knew it. I can sense my friends in there. But they can't move. It seems like they're trapped. If that's the case, they won't be able to mend the rift at all. I think we'll have to go in there and help them. Then we can deal with this rift properly. We can save them if we work together, Zelda. So, what do you say? All right, we can get in there now. Let's go save my friends.
Okay, can't go that way.
Okay, I actually think this is kind of cool how inside the rift, the only things that exist are the things that have been swallowed by the rift. Just aesthetically, that's pretty cool. I like it. Like, I wonder if once we clear this rift, will all of this exact stuff be restored to the real world? Because that'd be pretty cool. This is the still world. Everything you see floating around in here was sucked in through a rift. Anything that ends up here will begin to break apart and eventually vanish completely. Me and my friends have the ability to restore things that have ended up in rifts, though. Speaking of, I sense my friends deeper in here. Let's go, Zelda.
P-Hat, destroy. P-Hat cannot destroy!
Okay, interesting. It didn't actually harm me when that thing touched me. It just turned into monsters after touching me. So, does it, like, copy echoes that I know and use them against me? Is that what happens? When people get pulled into rifts, they kind of petrify and can't move anymore. And if they stay that way, they'll eventually fade away. But that won't happen to you, Zelda. You're special. Can I help this person? Is Link special? He didn't turn gray when he was getting sucked into the rift. Not like the king and his two advisors did. So maybe Link is special too. P-Hat, destroy. Why does a Keese beat a P-Hat? I guess because the Keese attacks from above where the spikes aren't. So, it seems fighting a Keese with a Keese is not the best plan. Maybe fighting a Keese with a Moblin. I'm guessing we have to hold this button down. We do not have to hold this button down. P-Hat, destroy! So, P-hats are still great for ground-based things, just not so good for flying things. We can lift the P-hat. Oh, but it puts its spikes away. P-hat, help! P-hat! So there's multiple directions we can go from here. That poor mob. So the P-hat cave was entirely optional. It was not on the critical path, it was just near the critical path. And boy, am I glad I visited it. The P-hat is great. I love it. Is that left?
Hey, I remember this one from the castle. I can restore her back to normal if we mend this rift.
Okay, that seems like it's the critical path, given that we found left on it. On the subject of Distortion World vibes, sideways trees. Wow. Come this way for 5 whole rupees. Whoops. Why is it suddenly hard to make this jump? I made it first try going the other way. Do we not take damage if we fall? We don't take damage if we fall. So the first half heart that a bed gives you is almost instant. But then it takes significantly longer for more. I like how this isn't one tree. This is like 2 half trees smushed together.
This is where you were trapped not too long ago. We're getting closer to my friends. They're farther in, but we're getting there.
So here we are at the Southern Ruins. This is where we were trapped not too long ago, but we don't have a map of it. Even though it's places we've already been.
That's a pretty big rock, huh? You know, when I'm fixing rifts, I have to move a lot of things around. I bet the ability to do that would come in handy for you. If you guide me with the rod, I can move things for you based on your movement. Try facing this boulder, and then guide me by pressing X.
Okay, but hang on. What if I instead... They don't want me doing this. And yet I'm going to. Though getting back would be difficult. Actually, not really. It would use the same amount of space as I already used, so... We bed. Then we shrub. Then we trampoline onto shrub. Then we shrub onto trampoline. And over we get. Now, let's get this rock out of the way.
We're bound together. Okay, now try moving.
Okay, I imagine this one they want me to actually move, though. Yup. There was no climbing over this one to get into this area. Okay, so sea urchins cut spider webs even before they harm the spider. Sea urchins don't do a whole lot of damage, do they? Strangula. So if I make a strangula, does it make a strand? It does. I wonder what happens if I make a strangula in a non-2D section. Well then. I wonder what happens if I make a strangula outside. Okay, we can't get onto the walls. Looks like this is here just in case we didn't learn Ignizol before. We missed a chest. Take me back. Actually, wait. Maybe there'll be another warp spot. Well, now we can Dark Nut. But I'm not seeing much reason to do so instead of P-Hat. Aha! I had a feeling there would be another warp point. And my feeling was correct. So let's go back here and go get that chest we missed. After all, what is a traditional 2D style Zelda game without a warp point in the middle of a dungeon? A mockery, that's what it is. Okay, so we gotta find a way to get that out. Bonk it. Bonking it accomplishes nothing. Dark Nut, help! We can pick up a Dark Nut, but we can't pick this chest out of the dirt. Maybe this is for later. Strantula? Yeah, I'm starting to think this is for later. One of those remember it and come back to it sort of deals. So we can lift the Strantula, and it makes a new strand, but it leaves the old strand there. How many strands can it make? 2. Good to know. Well, this room is for coming back to later. We need to learn how to dig, I guess. One of these has a shield. The others do not. I imagine I'm meant to strike the shield. Moblin, hit it with spear. Moblin, hit it with Moblin. Dark Nut, do something. P-Hat! Wow, P-Hat's not even going into attack mode. So what do I do here? Maybe I need to go touch it in person. Okay, I can't. Wow, even falling there doesn't hurt me. But, this shield appears uninteractable. Which means I don't know what to do here. I must have missed something. But where? I mean, there's that one chest, but we can't get there. And then there's over here, which goes down to there, and then loops back up to where we are. So, this is the extent of where we can get. until I figure out what I'm meant to do here. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to strike the shield with something, but I appear unable to strike it with anything that I can create. Oh. Guess who forgot about that mechanic? Until he noticed the button in the top right showing that it was a thing. How do Dark Nuts fare against Keese? Well, Keese can't harm Dark Nuts. But it looks like it goes both ways for the most part. Though Dark Nuts actually having defense, and thus being invulnerable to weak attacks, is good information to have. Ooh. I bet we can get over there. Actually, I don't even have to bet we can get over there. It's easy to get over there. Strantulas exist. I feel like they gave us Strantulas way too early. These just completely defeat all challenge of vertical mobility in a dungeon. We don't have to puzzle solve to get over obstacles anymore. We just summon a Strantula and then boom, we're done. Is that not a... Oh, it is real. Can't believe Dark Knight killed my P-Hat. Pretty sure P-Hat is still the most effective thing to summon for ground combat, though. Oh, hey!
Huh? Is that the person who fought the blue monster?
I'm sure he's totally okay and definitely not possessed. Yup. Not an imposter, no sir. P-Hat, go! Link is stronger than P-Hats. Which, honestly, we probably should have seen coming. Though, Fake Link seems awfully reliant on his shield. Looks like I might be better off summoning multiple creatures. Just trying to make it so that he can't defeat everything while blocking everything. Let's give him a spear moblin to deal with, and we'll make rocks to throw while he's distracted. Oh no, he's gone purple! Oops. Okay, he swings right out of shield stance. So we do need to keep him distracted with an enemy. Okay, I kind of wish it would destroy the other rock instead of my moblin. You can destroy rocks with a spin attack. Looks like throwing rocks at him from high ground gets through his shield. Dude lost track of us. Got him. Oh, we get a sword!
That was intense. He looked like the guy who helped you before, but this one wanted to hurt you. He was weird, like the imposters back at the castle. Looks like he left something behind.
I got a mysterious sword. It's the weapon the swordsman in the green tunic had. The name Link is engraved on it. A good old Link always writing his name on his sword.
I feel powerful energy coming from that sword, even more powerful than the large rifts. Yeah, that sword has a special kind of power.
It says X is the raise, or O. Wait, what? How did I get that? So it's up on the D-pad to raise sword. Why am I blue?
You look strong, like that guy who wears green.
Okay, so we transform and then can attack, and we can jump higher in this form. Ah, but we can only stay transformed as long as our energy meter lasts? Okay, so this is how I got energy. It's just floating around. Do we need to wait for the transformation to replenish when it runs out? We sure do, probably.
While in Sword Fighter form, the energy gauge in the upper left corner of the screen will decrease.
You'll automatically exit Sword Fighter form after the energy gauge is depleted. You can also exit this form by pressing up on the D-pad. You can refill your energy gauge by grabbing, or by gathering energy. Ow. Oh, it does not refill over time. It's... you gotta actually wait. Or not wait, you need to actually find energy. Okay, so trampoline only takes us that high. So, if we put a shrub and trampoline up to the shrub, we can't trampoline straight up to the shrub. Wish I could get rid of that trampoline more easily. We got there. I could have used a Strantula. I wonder. This heart pin makes hearts appear a little more often. Does it function when we're playing in hero mode? I shouldn't have let go of the rock. Because clearly we're supposed to try and get it over into here. And I could have done so. But oh well, we're past it now. Hey look, energy. Hey look, a warp. Hey look, a boss door. Okay, so that does lead to a boss room. It looked big enough that I thought, oh wait, is this going to be like a Link to the Past where the big key door doesn't always lead straight to the boss? But no. No, it is not. We still haven't gotten anything that can dig up a chest. Small key door. So small keys are a thing. I need more energy so I can get in there. That energy does not wish to come to me. But then again... I don't need energy to get in there. Drop enough sea urchins on something's head and it dies. This we have learned. Oh yeah, the movement linking ability probably can pull the chest out. We used it to pull on the shield earlier. It's not about digging. Okay, so this is clearly a case of go up. And then go over, and then boom. I'm gonna need to keep this ability in mind. I'm too used to Zelda games giving me items to do things, not giving me new abilities. When I play a Zelda game, I think in terms of items. Oh? I was just trying to do that just to see if it would work, and it did. So now we know of a way to defeat Deku Babas without summoning anything or using any weaponry. So let's head back here. Yeah, something tells me that the heart brooch or whatever it was is actually worthless to me. Because I'm in hero mode, and thus hearts do not drop. Increasing the drop rate of hearts probably accomplishes exactly nothing. Because they're still set to 0. Butter. Fermented in such a way that it shines brightly. Well then, what an interesting thing to have received. Oh yeah, maybe we could have taken Link's shield away from him. But why would we when we could just throw rocks at him? Excuse me, sir, you're not in the right place. So there's a door that's all shut. Interestingly, we cannot use this ability on every object. I was thinking that maybe one of these would have a button that, if we release it, opens the door that is clearly up there. That door. But maybe we do something in here that hits a switch or something. How kind of that little elevator to show when it's about to move and in what direction.
Oh yeah, Zelda. There's one more thing you can do when using bind. After binding yourself to something with X, try holding R. While holding R, your movements will follow what you are bound to.
I suppose that's a mechanic. Okay, so we wait for this one to come over here. Then when that one gets above us, we bind ourselves to it. And then we let it shoot us on over. Tried to say, like, shove and ferry. Dang it. We need to get hooked onto that while it is not in motion. Are we going to be too high up here? We are not. I wonder. Okay, nope. It would have been cool if we could get on top of it, link ourselves to it, and then it would just stay under our feet as we went. That's what I was hoping would happen right there. Okay, so we need to get this statue up higher. And that's a big key for us. Ah. So this was a one-way from this side. Also, I need this nap. Wasn't there sword energy floating around here earlier? I know there's some over here. Or there was. I don't see any now. I guess what we've got is what we've got. Boss time. Nobody's here. But I definitely sensed my friends in this spot earlier. Seismic Talus. My friends, they're in that creature. We've got to get them out of there. Come on, we can do this. It just punched sword energy out of my pea hat. Oh no, its hand turned into sword energy. Oh, now it's got a different glowy part. That's higher up, harder to reach. And that my pea hat doesn't know to target. Now him mad. Oh, it's inside his head now. So am I supposed to, like... Oh. Easy. I was thinking I was supposed to try and find a way to get up high to strike at it, but no. Just need him to slap his hands down so that he's low enough that we can jump to it. Wow, that's a lot of friends. Zelda, these are my friends. We set them free. They're filled with energy and ready to get to work. So now we can finally fix the rift here. Using our echo ability, we can restore the entire area that was swallowed up by the rift. Watch this.
My friends shared some of their power with me.
Oh boy, we got a fourth triangle to use. That means we can summon something in addition to a P-hat.
I feel like I can do even more now.
Try gained a triangle.
Press Y to create all sorts of echoes. Oh yeah, also they told me something while we were fixing the rift. They said that big rock monster showed up and captured them. So then they weren't able to fix the rift because they were trapped inside the monster. Oh, and one other thing. There are crystals that show up when we fix rifts. They're neat, so I'll give them to you, Zelda.
I bet we use those to empower our sword.
I'm all finished up here, so we can head out now if you're ready.
Yes, indeed, we did gain another Triumph Fork.
I think we can leave from that spot. We can travel between the still world and your world here. Do you want to return to your world now?
Shouldn't we already be in our world? Like, didn't you fix the rift? Actually, hang on a sec. This. They seem to have messed up with the layers. Because this is clearly supposed to be like one continuous edge here, but a separate texture has just plopped in on top of it. There's no bevel at the edge of this tile here. It just is cut off by dirt texture. Oops. Yeah, everywhere else there's a bevel at the edge of the tile. But not there. They just oopsed right here.
Okay, let's go. The rift that was here is gone now, which means we can reach the place you were trying to go to earlier. If we keep this up, we'll be able to fix all the rifts, and we'll be able to save your father.
Yeah.
You there, a moment of your time. I'm Left, Minister of Hyrule. Pardon the intrusion, but could you tell me where we are? Oh, Princess Zelda! I'm embarrassed to admit I didn't recognize you in that cloak. Why are you wearing that? So, we failed to save you from that beast, and now you're out here facing much danger. I must confess I am surprised to hear of your abilities. And your friend Tri accompanied you this whole time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tri. You can see me? Who could miss you? You're floating right there, and aren't you precious? I thought only Zelda could see me. Oh, so Lady Impa couldn't see you? How odd.
Maybe only people who have touched rifts can see you. After all, Zelda did have her feet touch a rift for a brief moment in the beginning of the game.
Oddities aside, I'm worried about His Majesty and the General. We'll need to make a plan. There's much to consider, but for now, let's head to the thingy location Lady Impa told you about. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Would you mind showing me your map? If I recall correctly... Yes, that's the place. That's where Lady Impa's brother lives. Makes sense she'd send you there. I'll lead the way. Follow me.
Okay, but like...
Over here, Princess. Let's travel together, shall we?
Okay, I guess we're not allowed to go look at the temple that is no longer in the rift. I'm beating you there. Excuse me?
Right in here, Princess. Hello, sir. Pardon us, but my name is Left. Lady Impa is my colleague, and...
Who's that? I'm a very busy man. No time for chatter. Now get!
I apologize for the unannounced visit, but please, will only be a moment.
No, no, no. I'm about to leave. Come back later.
If you could just hear us out.
I said no! I've got to go save Link! Hang on there. That's Link's cloak. So why do you have it? Did you see him? Well... What? Okay, tell me everything. Tell me about the rifts and anything you know about the swordsman. I understand the situation now. Thanks for the explanation, Princess.
Phew, we finally got through to him.
Alright, this has been bugging me ever since you barged in here. What is that floaty thing?
You can see me too? That's strange. Zelda's always been able to, but now both of you can as well.
You're telling me we're the only ones who can see you? That's odd.
Indeed, such a fascinating, and might I add, adorable creature.
Yeah, sure. But back to the matter at hand. What is it that you and I have in common? We've both ended up in rifts and lived to tell the tale. It seems the rifts change people somehow. Oh yeah, I guess I should introduce myself. The name's Lubery. I'm Impa's older brother. And the swordsman who saved you is Link. I made his weapon, the Sword of Might.
Mr. Lubery, why did you make him a sword?
Princess, remember that big nasty blue fella who captured you? The sword was for taking him out. See, I spend my time researching Hyrule's history and its rifts. For ages now, rifts have appeared, and sometimes folks have ended up in them. Those unfortunate enough to be pulled into a rift vanished without a trace.
And I must hydrate before I continue doing this voice.
After which townsfolk would say they'd been stolen away. Anyhow, Link made it his mission to fight the monsters that come crawling out of the rifts. He also tried to prevent folks from going missing, and I've been helping as I'm able to. That too had two O's, so as I'm able to. Which is why I made him a sword, one that's effective against the rift monsters. The Sword of Might Princess Zelda's wielding is the very one I hoped would be of use to Link.
So Link was helping out with the rifts as well.
Plenty of monsters come out of rifts, but that blue one was particularly powerful. I've got a hunch that if we take him out, it'll fix the whole people disappearing business. Princess, you shared that Link managed to take the blue guy out. And yet the rifts keep coming. Clearly we're missing something. The rift in the forest is gone, but Link's not back. What we need is more information.
I may have something useful. When I was taken by the rift in Hyrule Castle, it felt like I was flown somewhere far away. The rift I was pulled into was at Hyrule Castle, but Princess Zelda found me in a rift at the forest. So how did I end up over there? Rifts don't follow the same rules as your world. Things connect differently inside them. My friends had mentioned something about oversized rifts in other areas. We might end up finding the king and other missing people in far-off rifts.
So maybe Link is somewhere else then?
Hey, Zelda. I'm going to fly up high to look for some of the other big rifts.
Through the ceiling?
I think I found some. There's no saying where Zelda's father and the others might be, but I did spot some big rifts we can go explore.
You spotted only 2 of them? Like, you didn't spot the one at Hyrule Castle? It seemed like it would be kind of big.
I've marked them on your map, Zelda. If we fix the rifts, we may be able to save your father and the others. So let's get to work, Zelda. Princess Zelda, I must insist that you refrain from going to any more rifts. It's far too dangerous.
That's up to her to decide, Minister. I mean, she's the only one capable of mending the rifts. During this time of crisis in Hyrule, we all have to play our parts, Princess Zelda included.
You make a salient point, Mr. Lubery.
Princess, I urge you to go with Tri to the other rifts. It only just occurred to me that Lubery, his name is a reference to blueberry. Like, basically everyone's name has been a pun so far. We've got Minister Left, General Right, Lubery. You're the only one who can fix them and save all the people who've gone missing. Minister, you stay here and help me investigate the rifts. We'll play support for the princess.
Oh, of course. Investigations are my specialty. Princess, the rifts marked by Tri are located in the Gerudo Desert and Jabul Waters. Please let me know if you require further information. All right, Princess, I leave it to you to find the King, General Wright, and Link.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That sword you've got there, pretty sure I can make it even more powerful than it is. I'll have to do more research on it, though, so talk to me later if you're interested. And the Southern Forest. Is it supposed to be Southorn? I'm pretty sure it's just Southern. Is now later? You want to chat about the sword, huh? As I mentioned before, the Sword of Might is my craftsmanship. For a while now, I've been researching a type of crystal that's sometimes left behind from the rifts. In my research, I discovered that it's highly effective against rift monsters. Aha, and it appears you have some of that blue crystal with you. I ended up calling it Might Crystal. It's what I forged the Sword of Might from, in fact. During my investigations into the rifts, I met Link, who's from Southern Village. I made the sword for him, and the rest is history. Link's made good use of the sword. Meanwhile, I've continued forging things with Might Crystals. See that machine in the corner? I designed it to enhance the sword. Yeah, looking at the sword, it seems like it's lost some of its power. But once we enhance it, it'll be back to its original state. You should give it a try. All you'll need to do is bring me some Might Crystals. What do you want to enhance? I mean, having more energy would be nice, but I think waiting to enhance the sword is probably the right call, so... Though, as much as I would like to keep playing, and as much as this is going to be a relatively short stream because I started late, because I stayed up way too late in the morning because reasons. Yeah, I gotta end this stream here. So thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow, where hopefully we will find and clear at least one more dungeon. See you then, friends.